Tuesday, guys. Welcome back to Imperfect Action Jade. Another week of live calls. Today we are going to do expired listings. I've done that the past few weeks, and it's kind of been hit or miss when it comes to the live. So I'm hoping for some good conversations today with some sellers whose listings have either their contract with their agent has expired or the listing was canceled for one reason or another. So I see a lot of people ask the question, what do you pull whenever you pull expired listings? Do you pull canceled as well? And I do pull canceled as well. Either way, it was on the market, and it can be for a number of reasons. They either fired their agent or they decided not to sell for some reason. So I do pull those. Hi Myron, thanks for hopping in here. Okay, so I have my list ready to go. I always go through and I look up the addresses before I call them. For this purpose, I go through and do like a batch of them. I'm checking out, is this one, has it gone back on the market? There's been several today, probably like 4 or 5 today that I've seen that are back on the market, either with the same agent or a different agent. So I am not calling the seller on that. If you're not an agent, you could still call the seller. I would recommend just reaching out to the agent directly since it's on the market, see what's going on with it. So I will not be calling on those if they're back on the market. I'm just calling on ones that went off the market and are still off the market.
At the tone, please leave.
This is an out-of-state landline number.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
That doesn't sound like a landline. I wonder. I'm not going to text it. For this purposes, I'm not leaving voicemails. What I think I'm actually going to start doing is I've been calling through the landlines, but a lot of them are wrong or I don't get answers. I think I'm just going to skip to the wireless numbers. If I don't get any hits on those, I would go back to do the landline numbers, but maybe for the purpose of the live, I'm just going to go through the wireless to give us a better chance of getting an answer. Hey, Savannah. Hey, Mandy, thank you guys for hopping on here. It's direct to seller, so I am calling on expired listings. We've skip traced the seller. And I'm reaching out. I'm trying to find the seller's number and reach out to them directly. I don't know why my voice is weird today. Okay, I'm going to skip to the wireless numbers.
This is Claudia. I'm sorry, I'm on.
That's not the name I'm calling. I think on that one, since it's probably not the right person, I think I'm going to text them real quick. And these are all out-of-state numbers. I'm going to text that person and let them know why I'm calling and see if they tell me wrong number. I just have something saved in my notes, just a quick text. It's just, hey Jem, this is Jade. I was reaching out about the home on Main Street. I noticed it went off market and I was wondering if you are still interested in selling. For this one, I may not put the name. I just may say, hi, this is Jade, instead of, because it didn't sound like the voicemail was the name of the person that I'm calling, but maybe she's familiar with the owner. So let's see if I can get a text back. Okay. I'm like color coding. I color code my sheet and leave notes so I know what I did and I'm not just flying blind. So I'm going to insert a note. Okay. On to the next wireless number. Do I have a service or do I use True People Search? This specific list was skip traced through a service. I think it was Skip Genie that we ran this through. I have used True People Search or Fast People Search. I used to use that all the time and actually got a hold of a lot of sellers like that. It's just for anyone that doesn't know, it's like a free service and it's pretty well if you don't want to spend money. The only thing I would say is like this list I'm calling through is literally over 1,400 sellers. So to go through and manually type in 1,400 sellers or addresses is not fun and time consuming, but if you don't want to spend the money, it is an option. Oh, okay. Myron said we use best skip on this one. Yeah, he skip traced this. So do I use a CRM? I just use Google Sheets for everything. It's just laid out in Google Sheets. Google Sheets has this cool feature. Oh, I lost where I was at. Google Sheets has this cool feature where you can create the drop downs. So like I have a column that says status and I have a ton of different drop downs. Like for this list specifically, I have a call texted, so I know if I already touched that one. I called, I need more information from the seller or to follow up. I have a no longer selling, back active, called, no answer, no correct number. Like I have different ones, so I'm labeling these as I go through all the numbers, and I'm actually color coding the numbers as well. But anyway, I'm doing that. Temperature, cold, hot, warm, lead. I have a space on here as an individual or LLC owner. And then I have my notes. And then, of course, address, the name, the numbers, all of that stuff that it skip traces. So yeah, I just use Google Sheets. Simple, keeps everything in one place and does what I need it to do, really. A hot lead ready for contract. Well, let's get it signed. Did you? Oh, cool. You sent me a text. Okay, cool. I will look at it as soon as I get off here, Drake. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jade. I was calling about the house on Pyramid Drive. Do I have the right number?
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Wrong number. And that's really, close to the worst that can happen. I know a lot of people are like worried about calling on these random numbers. What if it's not the person? Like most people are totally fine. If you guys have watched my past lives, I've gotten multiple wrong sellers numbers and most people are totally fine. They're like, oh, no problem. Like it's not a big deal. I would say, you're not going to get cussed out or anything like that. Like it happens. So don't stress getting the wrong person.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
I'm double dialing.
Your call has been forwarded to.
So on those, this is an iPhone. So I call twice and I'm sending them a text. Again, if you guys just weren't on here, all my text says it's super simple. Just saying, hey, Jem, this is Jade. I was reaching out about the home on Main Street. I noticed it went off market and was wondering if you are still interested in selling. Okay, I have one more wireless number to hit for this one. Let's see if we get anything. Hello? Hello?
Oh, who's this?
Hey, my name's Jade. I was calling about the house on Pyramid Drive. Do I have the right number?
No?
I don't have the right number?
Who is it? You're looking for who?
I was looking for the owner of a house on Pyramid Drive.
Pyramid Drive.
Yes.
Where? Pyramid Drive in where?
It's in Garland, Texas.
Texas. No, it's the
Oh,
wrong number.
wrong number. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right,
bye.
thanks. Bye. Wrong number. Okay. So I'll probably go back to that one once I make my rounds back through everything. I'm still working on a system for this, for, my follow-up and how often I'm going back through and recycling through this, but I'll go back through and hit the landline numbers. Okay. I like to just pull up the house and glance at it real quick. I'm not doing any due diligence. I'm not, really, I'm not running comps. I'm not underwriting. I'm not looking at anything on PropStream or Batch Leads before I call these. I just pull it up on the MLS or Zillow, look at it real quick, just, get a quick glance at what I'm calling on, and that's it.
Please leave your message. Please wait to connect to voicemail.
Okay, I'm going to send this one a text. Okay, that was ringing for a long amount. So like the last one that I just called, I actually did get a text back from that. Or maybe it was the one prior. I don't know. One of the ones that I called. They sent me a text back in all capitals, said I'm not interested in selling my home at all. Please take me off your list. I bought this home 3 years ago and love it, with a heart. But they obviously did want to sell it because it was on the market recently. So interesting. Okay. Let me send a text to this one. Oh, okay. That's why that one was ringing so long. It's an invalid number. As soon as I sent the text, it said invalid. Okay. No, I just lost where I was. Where was I at? Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Sending them a text. Okay, I think I have maybe one more number for this person. It's a wireless one.
The person you have dialed is not able to receive call.
Okay. On to the next one. Okay. This one was a canceled listing after 80 days on the market. They probably got tired of sitting on the market. It looks like it's vacant.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jade. I was calling about the house on Colony Drive.
It's no longer for sale.
Oh, okay. You guys decided to hang on to it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if anything changes or if you have any other houses for sale, please let me know.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Cool. At least we got a right number. Doesn't want to sell. There I could have what's my color coding? I could have dug in deeper, right? And the reason why I was, I hesitated to and why I didn't in the moment was I could tell that I could hear a lot of noise in the background. It sounded like he was in the middle of something. So I didn't want to, to annoy him per se. He doesn't want to sell anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark him. That's going to be a follow-up. So when I make my circle back, what I'll probably do is just shoot him a text and say, hey, we talked this date. I know you weren't interested in selling, just, wanted to see if anything's changed. So I'm not going to just discount that as not a lead anymore. He obviously did want to sell and recently just decided not to. Like I said, I should have dug into why. But at least I know I have the right number and I will be following up with him. My way, I guess, I didn't necessarily ask him, why are you not selling? But my way of kind of prying that door open was, okay, you guys decided to hang on to it. A lot of times I'll get sellers that like, oh yeah, we actually rented it out. Or, they'll tell us something else like, oh yeah, my daughter moved into it. Or that usually opens the door for them to tell me a little bit more. He didn't. He was just like, yeah. So anyway, he will be a follow-up. Hey, Daniel, thanks for hopping in here. Yay on correct numbers. It's always a win when we at least get a correct number. Okay. Frozen morning. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this, but to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I really expected this to last longer than it did, at least here in Dallas. It's cold today, but it's not like icy or anything like it was yesterday. And I was expecting it to last like at least 2 or 3 days. But nope, in and out. Okay. This one was another one that is on the market for 85 days. Just by the looks of this house, I would bet that they were getting a lot of lowball cash offers, and they didn't lower their price one time in the 85 days. So, uh-oh. Looks like I only have one number on this, and it's a landline. So let's see if it's a hit or not. Uh-oh. What is my phone doing?
The number you dialed.
Okay. No hit on this one. So what you could do if you have called all the numbers, you can't find any correct contact information for the seller, some things I would do. One, you could reach out to the ex-listing agent, say, hey, I'm still interested in this, get some information for them. Why did this listing cancel? They'll fill you in, are they still interested in selling? Would you still present an offer? Would you at least put me in touch with them and I can just pay referral fee if you don't want to, represent someone or be the middleman per se. So that's probably the first thing I would do, reach out to the agent, try to get it worked through them. And second thing, if you literally just cannot find any way to get a hold of these sellers, and this is something I've done in the past, I really, really wanted to get a hold of these sellers. Actually, this is a really good story that goes with what I'm saying and also just ties into something else. So I wanted to get a hold of these sellers really bad. They were going through foreclosure. We had been talking to the agent, and the agent, I think we submitted a contract and everything, and the agent ended up ghosting me. And I actually think there was a little bit more to it than that. But anyway, in short, she ghosted me, and I'm like, well, we can still save these people from pre-foreclosure. I think that the agent was just overwhelmed and didn't want to go the creative route. I think it was just too much work and brain power, to be honest. So she ghosted me, was just going to let the sellers go to foreclosure. And I'm like, I still want to get a hold of them. I don't think anything came up for either one of them. It was like a husband and a wife, either one of them, when we skip traced it. So I ended up just going on Facebook and typing in both of their names and messaging both of them on Facebook Messenger. And the husband actually messaged me back and was like, hey, yeah, I would love to talk to you. Ended up, having phone calls with the husband. And that was because I found him through Facebook Messenger. The wife ended up messaging me back too. So that was a way that I found them. My story about how you can find sellers through Facebook. Almost everyone, at least I feel like everyone is on Facebook, has a Facebook account. So if you want it bad enough, go message them on Facebook. And I've seen it work in the past. And so anyway, funny story about that house. I was in touch with the husband. We talked about an offer. He was on board with the creative route, and the wife was not. They had a really nasty breakup and didn't want to do anything to benefit each other, basically. So they were both being really hard-headed, and neither one of them wanted to give in. And I think the wife still was, she didn't want her name next to his on anything, regardless of the situation. So anyways, long story short, couldn't get them to agree. They were like, well, we would rather just let it go to foreclosure at this point. Okay. And that was probably, man, I really don't know. Maybe 6 months ago. I don't know, 4 to 6 months ago. And circle back, it got foreclosed on. And I am a licensed agent in that market, and I had a buyer looking, and it just so happens that they really liked this house that is now bank owned. It was foreclosed on. The bank is now reselling it to, make their money back on it. And I now have it under contract. I'm actually closing on it in a few days. So it was kind of funny. Didn't get it locked up as a creative finance deal. And the sellers ended up having foreclosure on their record, but ended up coming back and finding a traditional buyer for it anyway. So it's funny how things work out sometimes. Okay, let me pull up this next one. This is another canceled one. Let's see. It was on the market for almost 120 days. And they canceled it. So This is a cute one. I would live in this one. Oh, wow. Yeah, I want this one for myself. Okay, let's give it a call. I think it's I only have, oh no. Okay, I thought I only had one number for this one too, but I don't.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jade. I was calling about the condo on Preston Oaks.
What about it?
I noticed it went off market, and I was just curious if you guys were still wanting to sell it.
And you are?
I am actually a local realtor here, and I'm also a buyer. So I was actually interested in buying this one for myself. So I just wanted to give you a call and see if plans changed or if you were still wanting to sell it.
Oh no, yeah, plans changed. It's no longer on the market.
Oh, okay, you're gonna hang on to it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, if you change your mind and decide to sell, or if you have anything else, please let me know.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Okay, another right number. Yay. No longer selling. I really do want this one, so I am gonna stay on top of her. I love it when the first number is the right number. So my goal, I know everyone, and I've said this on past ones, is I don't have a script. I just I say, whatever comes to my mind pretty much. And my goal is what I've noticed, after making lots of seller calls is my goal is to get the point across as quickly as possible, right? And that's my goal with agent calls too. Like nobody likes to just be on the phone and you're like, why is this person calling me, right? Like just get your point across. I don't need you to tell me, a 5-minute story about who you are when you haven't even told me why you called. That's my biggest pet peeve when people call me and don't tell me why they're calling me like right off the bat. So that's my goal is as soon as I get them on the phone, I want to tell them, hey, this is why I'm calling. This is what I'm calling about. So they don't, hang up on me or they're like, what is going on? So, okay, this one is also a canceled listing. It was on the market for 46 days and they did not lower the price once. Okay.
The service you're attempting to use has been.
Well, this is one we only have 2 phone numbers for, so let's try the other one.
call has been forwarded to it. Your call has been
Okay, let's send this one a text. Oh. Okay. This one's interesting. It looks like it was like literally on the market for a day and then canceled.
Please leave your message for.
Oh, straight to voicemail. It's an iPhone. I'm gonna send them a text real quick. Let's see. They're all out of state numbers, but it shows that the owner lives in the house.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jade. I was calling about the house on Eagle Pass.
No, it's not for selling.
Oh, you guys aren't selling it anymore?
No.
Okay, do you know if it'll be back on the market anytime soon?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys decide to sell, oh, I got hung up. You see, you got to get your words out fast or they are quick to hang up on you. She said no longer selling, but then when I asked if it's going to be on the market anytime soon, she said she doesn't know. So I'm going to mark that as a correct number, and I'm going to circle back with her. Okay. Looks like this one's been on the market for quite a while. Since summer of 2023. It was on the market for a while. They canceled it. And then it went back on the market with a different agent a few months later and got canceled again. And they've been at the same price the whole time. Okay. Looks like I only have one wireless number for this one. Let's give it a shot.
Please leave your message for
Straight to voicemail. Okay, I'm going to send this on the text. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I've been forgetting. I like to put the date of when I called and texted them, so when I'm circling back, I can keep up with how often I am following up. Okay. This one will be interesting. So this listing happens to be one that I've actually talked to the agent and sent her an offer, and they were in foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, and she sent me a mortgage statement, all of that, sent her a contract, and I could not get this agent on the phone for the life of me to go over this contract and explain how this would be beneficial to the seller. There's no telling how many times I've called and texted and emailed her and left her voicemails. She would not talk to me, and the house was on the market for over 300 days. And like I said, they were going to pre-foreclosure. So there's a good chance that this home is already... Oh, yeah, it's already a goner. I don't even have to call this seller. It looks like... Interesting. It looks like the HOA took over ownership on it. That saddens me. We could have prevented that situation, and that agent was not having it. So, okay, I'm not going to call on it because I can already see that the ownership has transferred. Hey, Abraham, thanks for hopping in here. I'm drinking coffee at 2 in the afternoon when I really shouldn't be doing that. I keep telling myself I'm going to stop doing that, but I keep doing it. Caffeine addiction is real. Okay. On to the next one. Okay, it looks like these people bought it in 2021 and relisted it in 2023. It was on the market for 45 days and then it canceled. Looks like they bought it completely remodeled. Really, really nice. Okay. Tea. I mean, I'm proud of myself because I used to be someone that had to drink coffee like as soon as I woke up every day. And for the past probably 3 months or so, I have been drinking tea every morning. I stopped drinking coffee as soon as I woke up and I drink tea. And I even went through probably like a whole month where I had zero coffee at all, which was like a miracle. And I don't know, recently I've just been craving it. So I'll still drink tea. I'll have a cup of tea in the morning and then I'll still want a cup of coffee a little later on. So it's progress. I just love the way coffee tastes. Love coffee. So it's hard for me to give up. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded.
Send them a text. Oops. I think that's. Oh, I have one other wireless number for this one that I can try.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jade. I was calling about the house on Stoneman Street.
No, this is Jamie. I live in a very near to this.
Oh,
You want to talk with who?
the owner of.
Oh,
Do I
I'm
have?
sorry.
Oh, I
I
have
think
the.
your own number.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay, no
All
problem.
right. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Wrong number. Called and texted. Okay, this one. Wait. Oh. Nope. So like that's why I always go back and check them before I start calling them, because this one was on the expired list because it had expired in the time frame. I don't know if this is something that I'm not super like savvy when it comes to systems, but I wonder if I can on the MLS like filter this expired in the last 60 days, but like swipe another list to make sure that it hasn't gone back on market or it's not active or it hasn't sold in those same days. If that makes sense. I wonder if that's a thing in MLS. That would definitely make it easier, because like this one pulled up, it was canceled, but then it like relisted and ended up being sold a few weeks ago. So anyway, I need to figure that out in the MLS so it would save a little bit of time. Okay, sold. Okay. Well, that's all I have right now on my list, and we're to the end of the hour. Yes, I've gained like 15 subscribers in the last few weeks. So grateful. My goal is 1,000 this year, so I got to step up my game and provide more value on here. Not only lives and just adding more shorts, more videos, that type of thing. So if there's anything specific that you guys would like to see from me, let me know. If I can help with anything at all, as always, my name is on the screen. You can DM me on Instagram. Let's chat about it. If you have leads that I can help you with, if you just have questions about, agent outreach or seller outreach, whatever it is, let me know how I can help. So I will be back here on Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, to do the Not So Jaded podcast. I'll be bringing someone on to interview. This week, I'll be interviewing a transaction coordinator. So super important role in all transactions. So I'm excited to chat with her, have her shed some light on it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on Thursday.